Yo, 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 what's the deal? What's happening? You know what it is, you feel me? Shitty TV, live and direct. Um, so look, I'm starting to appreciate when things happen in my life because it gives me something to talk about. Because I ain't gonna lie, I'm running out of shit to talk about. Like every day, I gotta sit in front of this camera for 30 minutes and come up with something to fucking talk about. Is crazy. You feel me? And what? I've only done 32 videos, 33 videos. So I still got like 330 videos to do. That's crazy. But look, today on my mind, body, and soul, this is what I want to talk about. So look, I pick my kids up from school and we get home and my kids get out of the car and they walk across the parking lot. And this car is driving past, and this white lady, well, I hate saying white, but this lady is in the car, and she like waves at my kid, and my kids know better than to talk to strangers, so they don't say nothing. And then she kind of like smiles and waves at me, and I just look at her like, I don't pay her no mind. I bring that up because that's actually a real big pet peeve of mine. I don't like grown-ups talking to my children. I don't feel like that's appropriate. And I don't understand why so many grown-ups do this shit. And it's mostly fucking women. It's mostly women that have this, I don't know, this boldness that they think that just because that they give birth to children that they can just talk to any fucking child that's in the fucking world. Like they have that right. And I just want to be I just want to be the one that says, hey, no, you don't have that right. And it's kind of weird and borderline illegal. Like, you shouldn't be calling my child cute. That's kind of creepy. Like, women, older ladies, oh my God, your kid's so cute. And it's like, that's illegal, right? Like, is that what you're attracted to? Is that what you like? You like little 6-year-old boys? Like, why are you telling me that my child is cute? I know that. Keep that shit to yourself. That shit shouldn't even be amongst yourself. That shit's kind of gross. I don't like that shit. I've even had old men, old guys tell me though that my kids are cute. It's not a compliment to me, okay? Now, because I'm a coward and I'm just trying to be like non-confrontational, typically I don't correct them, because when I do correct them, it usually turns into something bigger than what it has to be. I don't know why, but when I correct people in regards to like speaking to my children or complimenting my children or anything in regards to my children, it's never received with respect. And that's a big problem. I don't know if it's because I'm black. I don't know if it's because I'm a male. I don't know if it's just simply because I'm me. I don't know what it is. But I've got quite a bit of like friction from people when I tell them, excuse me, we don't talk to strangers, and it's just like, it's just kind of weird. But moving forward in my life, as I become the man that I want to become, I definitely want to implement like my beliefs and my way of doing things. I believe I have that right. There's not a lot of single fathers. There's not a lot of black fathers, period. And my name is Jordan C.M. Davis. So therefore I have the right to parent the way that I want to parent. And I can create my own traditions and my own culture, and people are going to have to work around that. Everybody is not okay with you talking to their children. It's not okay. You gotta understand, somebody's children is their most prized possessions, right? If they're a good parent, then that child means the world to them, you know? That child means more than the world to them. That child is their everything. You don't just do whatever the fuck you want to somebody's child. And I think people need to fucking understand that, you know? Because I don't think people fucking understand that. I know they don't. And that's a big fucking problem. Like, I don't know. I feel like if more people were protective over their children and more aggressive towards weirdos saying things or, you know, being weird around their children, there might be a lot less fucking kidnaps. There might be a lot less fucking child abuse cases, you know? Because a lot more people will know their fucking place. So, yeah. Especially, like, when I have my daughter, I'm not gonna tolerate that shit. I'm not gonna tolerate that shit at all. Don't call my daughter cute. I don't know you. I don't want to know you. Especially if the first thing you fucking say to me is that my minor child is cute to you, is attractive to you in any fucking way. That's gross, that's disgusting, and you should be ashamed of yourself. Stop doing that. That's nasty. That's nasty. Now, if you know that person, like when my sister has a child or my brother has a child, you got a handsome little boy there, you know? Oh, that's a pretty little girl. You better watch out, you know? If I don't know you, homie, I don't know your name, I'm just walking in the store, and the first thing you say to me is, like, that's the first thing that caught your attention about me and my family and my children. You know what I'm saying? Like, do I have to really explain it any further? And I think a lot of times people try to call my children cute or compliment my children just so they feel comfortable talking to my children. Because that's usually what happens right after. They'll say, oh my God, they're so cute. And then they'll turn around and talk to my child without asking me if they can talk to my child. Which is like a double whammy. It's like, are you fucking serious? So you're attracted to children and you're gonna talk to my child without permission. Okay. I feel bad because I didn't do my best to protect my boys, you know, because I was a coward. I was too scared to tell people, hey, stop, don't do that, you know. Instead, I put all the pressure on my children, you know, telling my children, hey, don't talk to them, ignore them, yada, yada, yada. But moving forward, I really want to have the courage to tell people that that's fucking gross. Like, you need to stop. Don't do that to my kids. Go do that to somebody else's kids. We don't want no pedophile energy over here. Alright? Keep that shit over there. Alright? And I don't want my kids thinking that that shit's okay. Alright? You gotta understand, like I'm a child abuse victim. Okay? Let's keep it real. You know? And it has a lot to do with how my mother raised me. My mother thought that that shit was okay. For people to come around and talk about how cute I was and talk about how, you know, they can't wait till I turn 18 and this and that. Like, you know, here's a crazy story. This is how crazy people are and how, like, important parenting is, okay? There was this woman, my mom's friend growing up, right? And she always, like, well, all of my mom's friends were eyeing me when I was a child. For as long as I can remember, like, I've always known that I was a cute child. I was a very handsome boy. Like, you can't tell me otherwise. Like, because these older women would always fondle over me, right? And they would always be like, man, when he turned 18, you know, they was waiting for me to turn 18. Well, the moral of the story is, me and my little brother, well, he's bigger than me now, right? I stopped growing at 14. Well, cuz like 6 feet tall. So me and my little brother, we hanging out. We in downtown Long Beach, right? We in our old neighborhood, like at the gas station around the corner from where we grew up at. And we see one of my mom's friends. My mom's friend thinks that my little brother is me, homie. And this bitch kissed my little brother like on the mouth hard, like, you know what I mean? Because she think it's me, and she like, oh my God, you grew up and you look so handsome, oh my God. She gives him a hug and kisses him and shit. And then, you know, he like, what the fuck? Because my little brother 4 years younger than me, okay? So you gotta think, like, I'm 14, 16, these bitches is looking at me, but he's only like 10, 12 years old, you know what I mean? So it's not, you know, it's not, I don't know, it's just weird. So he like, what the fuck? And once she realizes that that's not me, I can't remember what her reaction was, but for me and my little brother, it was funny as fuck because we both knew what was going on. We both knew that, like, oh, she must have thought that I was you, like, you know what I mean? The shit's gross. The shit's gross. Like, I've been preyed on my whole life, okay? I'm not gonna allow you bitches to prey on my children. I'm not. And I'm damn sure not gonna allow you men to prey on my children. I hope y'all niggas understand that, okay? I really do. Because I would hate for somebody to get hurt over my children. I'm definitely gonna be working on that. Working on just saying, hey, stop, that's gross. Like, hey, like, you know that's illegal, right? Like, you know people go to jail for that. I gotta figure out how much time you get for pedophile activities. Cause I'm gonna start saying like, hey, you know that shit 3 to 5. You know that, right? Like you know Jeffrey Epstein just went down for that shit, right? You know that, right? Like R. Kelly and all them. Like, you need to stop before shit get bad. I don't know if single mothers feel the same way. I don't know if mothers in general feel the same way that I do. I know my mother didn't feel the same way. And that's fine. You don't have to parent the way that I parent. But you will respect me and my parenting because, I mean, well, I'm Dada and I make the fucking rules here, whether you like it or not. And if you don't like it, that's even a bigger problem because like, what the fuck? It's like I had to argue with this guy at the park one time because he was trying to give my child food and he was trying to make excuses for giving my child food. And I was like, it just angered me. It just blew my fucking mind. You're gonna justify giving somebody's child food without permission. Like, my child could be allergic. You have no idea what he's allergic to. You have no idea what diet he's on. You have no idea who this child is and who their parent is. And you think that that's okay, and you're going to get into an argument with the parent instead of having the respect and the decency enough to just be like, oh, I apologize, I was wrong. What the fuck is wrong with you? And why do I feel so guilty about it? Like, why do I feel so guilty when I cause conflict? Well, because I don't like to cause conflict, you know? I don't, especially when my children are around. Like, if my children weren't around, I would be a lot more turned up. It scares me because I know that once I flip that switch, once I turn up, I could be in jail the next minute. It's happened before. You feel me? Like, even whether I'm in the right or wrong, like, if I turn the fuck up, the possibilities of me being in jail is fucking high. And I can't allow this society, this world, to take me out of my children's life. So I'm very cautious about, like, turning up on motherfuckers, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna find a way. I'm gonna find a way to tell people, hey, don't tell me that my child is cute. I know my child is cute, and if you think my child is cute, you're wrong. Like, you're in the wrong, and that's fucking gross. And you should be ashamed of yourself telling a stranger that their child is cute. Period. There's no other way around it. That's how I feel about it. And you're gonna have to respect it, or we're gonna have to fucking argue about it. And at the end of the day, I'm gonna be right because They're my children, buddy. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Dip it in some milk, eat it, and shut the fuck up. That's my message for today. A little night vlog. I wanted to hurry up and get a video in because we have a basketball game tomorrow and I have to work with my kids in their reading and their math. So before my kids went to bed just now, we were doing quite a bit of training. We were counting by tens, counting by fives. We were going over our word list and a few other things, doing some math. So yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna have them write in their journals, practice some handwriting, go over some more words. I'm about to have my kids working their ass off like the Asians. Cause I'm pretty strict when it comes to like learning and education. Like I'm pretty hard on myself and on others. That's why I don't make a good teacher. I don't make a good tutor. I remember when I met my wife back in college and she wanted me to help her with math. I would get so frustrated because like, to me, the shit's simple. To me, it's simple. 1 + 1 is 2, bitch. Duh. And I don't know how to relate to people who don't get it as easy as I do. And so it just frustrates me. It's just like, why don't you get it? Like, it's right in front of your fucking face, And I'm the same way with my children. Like, no fucking mercy. Like, you know what I mean? That's why I had to put my kids in school, because I was way too hard on kindergartners and first graders. You know what I mean? Like, they can't handle all that. Now that they've been in school for a while, they've kind of gotten used to the routine. They spend more time playing than learning. And, they're behind. And so, and they know, like, I'm pretty sure they're aware that they're behind. I know they know because I ask them, I say, what's the hardest thing in school? And then they come back and tell me like, oh man, math was hard, reading was hard, or my friend can do this and my friend can do that. I don't know how to do that. I want to know how to do that. Everything is starting to click. So now I don't feel so bad about being on their ass with they learning shit, It's time to get this shit together. I don't want no dumbass kids, you feel me? Because I'm not no dumbass man. And my kids represent me. It makes me look bad. It makes me look bad that my kids is like falling behind, They're in the fucking slow group of their school. That shit's embarrassing. But I try not to let it get to me. We just gotta work on it. So that's what we doing. We working on it and we gonna get better. You feel me? By any means necessary. So yeah. That's that. Another day in the books, baby. Holla at your boy. I'm out of here.